Hi everyone, so today we're looking at these cards that are inspired by Waterfall cards. So this was the first one that I ever made, and it was all about friendship, and it has a waterfall mechanism inside that just flips. Okay, some people call them flip books, but we will be doing an actual flip book next time. So this one here was some stickers. Okay. This one was some little motifs and some punched pieces. So that was pretty. This one was some more stickers and some wording. And this one I did for my next door neighbour's little girl, and we found some pictures of farm animals with their sounds. So it says, I went to the farm and I saw a sheep, ba ba, pig, oink, donkey, horse, neigh, donkey, hee-haw, duck, quack, and a cow, moo. Okay, so I'm sure she's going to find fun with that. Okay, so let's have a look how we do it. First of all, we want a piece that is 28 long, 10.5. You can get 2 of those from an A4. So I've simply folded it in half, and we'll deal with one. Then you need a mechanism to go inside. All your measurements will be up in the top corner as usual. So this is 25.5 by 9. So it has to be a bit smaller to fit inside there. Okay, and we're going to take the scoreboard and we're going to score this at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And we're going to fold it on this 12 line. Okay, so fold it, make sure these are level each side, and we're going to burnish it down. I'm now going to take this and fold each one in turn, making sure they're level, except for the last one. The last one here is purely for positioning your tape. So down to the next one. There we go. So this one hasn't been folded at all, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places where we're going to put double-sided tape. Now I'm using red liner tape because the card will have a lot of movement in it, and I like it to be really well stuck down. The score lines have given you tram lines so that you get nice straight tape. 1, 2, 3, 4, and take the last one, and because we've done the extra line, we know exactly where to put our tape. Okay. Right, so there are our pieces. Now, to make the mechanism, we need a little tunnel for it to move through. So that's going to be made like this. We're going to wrap it round loosely, and that will allow it to go in and out, but we need to fix this piece. Okay, so about 1 centimetre in, half an inch. We're going to place tape down there. You can use wet glue with this if you wish. So we're going to take this strip and fix it so that I've got about less than a centimetre. Okay. Now, so I've got a bit of movement. I like to just take a couple of bits of card, place it in there, and then I'm going to fix this over there. Now we don't want to fix it onto there because we want it to move. This is the bit we're going to pull. So all I need to do is to fix these together. To just put a couple of bits. Tape there. Seal that over. And then my mechanism, do it that way, will pull through. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fix a piece of double-sided tape on here, because I want to fit my last page, right, so that the last page doesn't move. So to make our pages, we've got a couple of measurements up here, and the first measurement will be for the coloured surround. So it's then just slightly bigger, and we're going to take white, place it onto there with a little mat all the way round. Right, now on these, if we bring one of these in, you'll see that I've rounded all of the corners on the right hand side. Haven't bothered with these, but just the ones on the right hand side, I've rounded the corners with a rounder edger. Right, so that's how our pages are going together, and for this one we're just going for straight edges. So I'm going to release the tape there and put my first page in place. Now it overhangs a little top and bottom. Fix it in place, and then I want to just on this one alone take the tape off the back and fix that down. That means when somebody pulls the mechanism, they're not going to pull it too far. Okay. So let's take the next one. And we fix that in, but we fix it in making sure that our pages line up top and bottom. This is a card that looks complicated, but really isn't if you take it step by step. Going as close as I can to the score line, but not overhanging it. Right, here's my last one. So all of my pages are in line. Okay, and we now need to fix this in. Now, all that fixes it in is this back piece on here. So I'm going to take couple of strips, double-sided. Place it in right up to the crease and then press it down, and it will be exactly in the right position. Right, so there is my thing. Here's my pull tab, and when I pull, these all fold. So what I like to do now is to fold that out, press, fold, press, just to make sure that they're all going to move right. So this is fixed down, and there is my mechanism. Right. So what I will do is open that out. Now I like to show you that you don't need a lot of extra equipment. So I've used a hole punch on these to fix a little tassel, but I'm going to show you that you can do a small little mark with your knife, and we're going to put a little piece of ribbon through. So if you haven't got tassels, it's fine. So I've gone for a piece of ribbon, and I'm going to push that through our little slot. Easier said than done. Come up from the back, that's easier. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of tape onto there. This is just to make sure it's not going to pull out. Bring it up there and just seal it with a bit of tape on there. And cut the ends off. You don't need too much. When it's in, you'll see a little tab, which is your pull bit. Okay. So that's the mechanism complete, and then we'll look at decorating the different pages. Right, a top tip that I have is I have made a small window out of acetate, and I've made it just a little bit smaller than my page. Okay, so now means that any graphics that I've got, bits of scrap paper or anything, I can go through and decide exactly what I want to go on my paper. So if I take one of these, I can cut that one. This, and then my first page is going to be the teddy with the balloons. So here's my little teddy with the balloons. Right, so flip him over. You can do messages and things on this side if you wish. And let's see what else. Right, I think this is a cute little character. So I'm going to find my window, which I've just put down. And let's see if I put that onto there. I can draw around my window. And there is my next piece. So you can spend lots of time finding your pictures to go in your book, but I just wanted to show you that I can just pick up some odd pieces and put it all together quite quickly. So there's my next one. Fold it over. Let's see what else. Got strawberries. Little bear asleep. Teddy bear. That could be a nice one. Let's have a look to see if it fits. Yes, that would fit nicely on there. Okay, so we're going to bring that up so I can get the balloon in and I can get the car in the base. Right, I'll fit this one in and then I'm going to carry on filling the other pages and we'll look at how we decorate the front. So there's my next one. Right, let's see how the book's going. So we've got teddy bear with balloons, little bear chasing leaves. There we've got one coming out of a parcel. And I'm going to go and finish that and then we'll look at the outside of our book. So I finished the last couple of pages. So we've got Teddy, little one chasing leaves, one coming out of a box, one has been out collecting strawberries, and the last one has just got the watering can. So lots of pretty interest in there. Now I found this one, it's in the same book, and I've just chopped it so it's the right distance from the top and the bottom. I don't mind how wide it is. Okay, so just roughly chop. I will put the more formal sizing up in the top corner, but just so that you can see, you can work with whatever you've got. So I'm going to place that onto there and then just simply go round, leaving myself a small border of gold all the way round. Okay, if you always stick the centre down first, you've got a guide to actually go right round and make a nice mat. Okay, no complicated measuring. Right, so bring in the book, make sure it's the right way up. There's Teddy, and I'm going to fit him to that side there, right, because I want to put some decoration down there. So there is a lovely card, and I think I'm going to do some card candy down the side. Right, okay, so I'm going to take some sticky dots, and I'm going to take one and put it right in the middle, okay, by where my little tag comes out. The next one I'm going to put centered towards the top, and then one towards the bottom. Okay, so they're nicely spaced out. I'm going to take my card candy, confetti, or whatever you want to call it, and apply those to the dots. Gives it a little bit of dimension. So that's that. Then I'm going to go between those two, so no measuring and then finding that they're not spaced nicely. One at the top, one at the bottom, and then aim for the middle. Those. So then going to take the last couple of card candies, and it goes. Now that's giving it a little bit more dimension on there, a bit more interest. Okay, so there is our front of our card. Flick it open, and so this is a very basic one. We haven't done any corner rounding at all on there, and we've simply put some pictures on there. But do remember, it's nice to have a little window there, so you can put it on top of pictures and see that things are going to fit. Okay, so let's go back through some of the bits that we did. So you can see that the picture on the front doesn't have to cover the entire front of the card. This was just a small rectangle, and we've added a couple of stickers instead of card candy. We've had some decorative dies that was bought for me for a present, and some little pictures here which we've added some die cut borders to. Okay, so there's another one. This one was a bit of decoupage that I had left over, which wasn't enough to make a whole picture, so I've just spread it out. I've made the outside of this one out of some pattern card, and inside I've got this lovely paper that had a sheen to it, so that added extra interest. And these were some stickers that I had in my stash. This one was the one with just the small pictures, so it doesn't matter if some of your pictures are small, because you can put pretty backing papers around to pick out some of the colours. These were all different, so you don't have to have a big piece of paper. Use up your scraps. This one I didn't put a picture on the front other than a transfer. Okay, so a sticker, and this one has got stickers all through. It's got a few wording pieces in there. And this one, coming back to the first one I ever did, I I did lots of corner rounding on these, and each one has got wording on it and stickers again. So, pull that one, bloom where you're planted. So nice smooth mechanism. Have a go and use up some of your scraps, and really it doesn't take very much card other than basic cards, and you're decorating up the different pages. So have a go at a lovely mechanism. Enjoy, and God bless you all.